Good evening, dear listener. Tonight, I invite you to close your eyes, let go of the weight of the day, and step gently into another world, a place where time moves slowly and every sound is a friend. Imagine yourself wrapped in a warm blanket, the faint rhythm of rain outside your window, and the soft glow of a lantern guiding your thoughts into dreams. This is the story of the Whispering Lantern, a tale of a traveler who followed a light through forests, rivers, and quiet villages, only to discover that the lantern did not lead outward, but inward. Once, in a village cradled between tall mountains and silver streams, there lived a woman named Alara. She was neither famous nor forgotten. She simply was, much like the morning mist that rose and disappeared without notice. Alara had always felt a quiet restlessness. She worked as a weaver, spinning threads of gold and blue into patterns that reminded people of stars, rivers, and fields. But while her hands were busy, her mind often drifted far beyond the loom. One autumn evening, as the sun melted into the horizon, Alara noticed a lantern hanging outside her door. She did not place it there. The flame inside flickered, yet it cast no shadows. Instead, it whispered. The sound was not of fire, but of words soft as lullabies. Come, it breathed, follow. And though her heart trembled, Alara felt a calm certainty. She wrapped her cloak around her shoulders, lifted the lantern, and stepped into the night. The lantern's glow was neither bright nor dim. It seemed alive, pulsing with her footsteps. As Alara walked into the forest, the trees bent slightly as though bowing to her passage. The air smelled of pine and earth. She listened, not only to the sounds around her, but to the silence between them. The lantern whispered again. This time, it told her stories of travelers long gone, wanderers who had carried the same light, seeking the same peace. At times, she felt she was not walking alone. Shadows moved, not menacing but companion-like, figures that melted into the trees when she turned to look. Hours passed, or perhaps only moments. In this forest, time behaved differently. At last, the trees parted, revealing a river. Its water shimmered, though no moon was in the sky. The lantern's whisper grew louder. Cross, it said, and Alara stepped closer to the water's edge. The river was not wide, yet its surface was glassy and deep. Alara hesitated. She was no swimmer. But the lantern glowed brighter, casting a path of light across the water, as if laying stepping stones of gold. She placed her foot upon the first glow, and to her wonder, it held her. Step by step, she crossed. The water rippled beneath her, but her feet never sank. Halfway through, she paused, gazing into the current. Beneath the surface, she saw visions, her childhood laughter, her first grief, her dreams she had tucked away. The river showed her not the world around, but the world within. By the time she reached the far shore, tears had touched her cheeks, though she did not know if they were born of sorrow or joy. The lantern whispered once more, softer than ever. You are closer. On the far side of the river stood a small village, yet it was unlike her own. The houses glowed with candlelight, but no voices broke the silence. People moved gently, smiling as if carrying unspoken secrets. Alara entered and felt no fear. An old man approached her, his eyes reflecting the lantern's light. He bowed slightly. You've carried it far, he said in a voice like rustling leaves. But the lantern is not for lighting paths. It is for lighting hearts. He guided her to the village square where a great fire burned. Around it, villagers sat with closed eyes, listening to the crackle as if each spark was a word in a language older than speech. The old man gestured. Sit. Listen. The lantern will tell you the rest. And so she did. As Alara sat, the lantern's flame grew taller, yet softer. She felt warmth radiate, not only against her skin, but through her chest, her mind, her very breath. The whisper became clear, as though the flame itself spoke. You have searched for meaning beyond the loom, beyond the village, beyond the rivers and forests. But meaning does not wait in distant places. It lives where silence dwells, in you. Alara closed her eyes. For the first time, she did not feel the need to wander. The restlessness that had followed her for years loosened its grip. She was enough. Her weaving was enough. Her quiet existence more than enough. When she opened her eyes, the lantern was no longer in her hand. It had vanished into her heart, leaving only a steady glow inside her. And so Alara returned to her village, not with treasure nor fame, but with peace. She wove once more, but now each thread carried a calm strength, as though the lantern's glow had been spun into her fabric. The villagers noticed. They did not know of her journey, nor of the whispering lantern, but they felt its presence in the warmth of her cloth and the serenity of her smile. And each night, as the rain fell and the world hushed, Alara would close her eyes, hear the faint whisper within, and rest. Perhaps, tonight, as you listen, you too can feel that quiet glow, a lantern of your own, guiding you gently into dreams. Good night.